Jay's Butterflies by Margaret Magenist. Jay Jackson and Maddie Helm sit next to each other in class. Jay is enthusiastic about butterflies. He takes his butterfly field guide with him everywhere he goes. "Why are you always lugging that book around?" asked Maddie one day. "I like to study the pictures," he answered. "That way, when I see a butterfly, I know what kind it is." Maddie rolled her eyes and made a yawning motion with her hand over her mouth. "I can't think of anything more boring." Jay shrugged his shoulders. "Well, you'd be surprised by how many different butterflies there are around here," he told her. He would have told her more, but Maddie wasn't really listening. She was busy sending a text message to her friend Sally about where to meet after school. The following day was Saturday, and Jay did what he always did on the weekend. He packed up his field guide, binoculars, notepad, camera, water, a protein bar, and an apple. The digital camera was a birthday gift from his Aunt Lucy. The zoom lens was great for taking close-up photos of butterflies and other creatures. "What are you hoping to find today?" his mom asked. She knew where he was going. "I really hope I see a swallowtail," said Jay on his way out the door. "Good luck," she called after him. She was happy to know that her son was spending time outdoors in the fresh air. Jay strapped on his bike helmet and headed to the nature preserve. Rather than take a perilous ride through busy streets, Jay took the safer back roads. When he got to the preserve, he parked his bike by the entrance. Ranger Rogers was sitting in his booth. "Back again for the butterflies?" he asked Jay knowingly. Jay nodded and smiled. He started up the hiking trail that wound through the woods of cypress and oak trees. The trail opened into a huge, colorful field filled with wildflowers and milkweed plants. A perfect spot for butterfly watching. Jay had always been lucky here. He thought about the dusky winged butterflies that he had seen just last week. Jay breathed in the fresh air. He looked up at the clear blue sky and felt the warm sun shining down. A gentle breeze rustled through the grasses and plants. Watching butterflies took time and patience, but Jay liked that about his hobby. Spending time in nature was one motive Jay had for watching butterflies. Looking for interesting butterflies was also like a treasure hunt. His treasure was seeing a butterfly, looking at it closely to distinguish its shape, color, and markings, and finally identifying it. He usually tried to take some pictures. Jay was proud of his collection of butterfly photographs. He took out his binoculars and camera and put them around his neck for quick and easy access. He listened to two songbirds twittering and watched them flit from tree to tree. Jay observed the birds through his binoculars and then scanned the field to see what insects were hovering nearby. Through his binoculars, Jay spotted multicolored shapes fluttering over a bush. He adjusted the focus for a better look and then smiled. They were definitely butterflies. As Jay walked in their direction, he came upon two black and yellow butterflies dancing in the breeze. Jay kept his eyes on them while pulling out his camera. When one butterfly landed on a flower, Jay sneaked up to it. He moved as quietly as possible and snapped a picture. Then he zoomed in on the butterfly to get a shot of it sucking up the sweet nectar inside the flower. Its striped wings were folded. Jay felt his excitement mounting when he noticed the tail shape at the end of the butterfly's wings. From the markings in the tail, he deduced that it was a tiger swallowtail. Jay held his breath. He hoped that he could get a clear photograph. He waited for the exact moment. Just as the butterfly opened its wings, Jay clicked the camera. He got the shot he wanted. Back at home, Jay downloaded the pictures from his camera to his laptop. He didn't like to capture butterflies and mount them because that meant the butterflies would die. Taking photos caused no harm to the butterflies. Comparing his photographs of the tiger swallowtail with the pictures in the field guide, Jay affirmed that his find was indeed a swallowtail. He was very excited. It was exactly the butterfly he'd been hoping to see. He showed his parents the photo. "You said you hoped you would see a swallowtail, and you did," said his mom. "I'm happy for you." "Yep, me too," said his dad. "Life's like that, Jay. Sometimes you get lucky." Jay thought about Maddie, specifically about how she had told him that butterfly watching was boring. I'll show her, he thought. He printed out a photograph just for her, and he put it in an envelope. On Monday, Jay handed the envelope to Maddie just as she got to her desk. See what I found over the weekend? He said proudly. Maddie took the envelope. For me? She asked, opening it. Jay watched her. He couldn't help but notice her eyes light up and a little smile come over her face. You took this picture? She asked. Who else? He answered. Not bad. Thanks, she said. Then she carefully put the picture back in the envelope and placed it in her desk. Look back and respond. Number 1. How can you tell that Jay doesn't mind doing things by himself? Hint. Clues you can use are on almost every page. Number 2. Give 3 examples in the story that show how Jay is observant or looks at things carefully. Hint. For clues, see pages 277, 278, and 279. Number 3. How do Jay's parents feel about his butterfly watching? Hint. For clues, see pages 275 and 279. Number 4. Do you think Maddie changes her mind about butterflies? Explain. Hint. For clues, see pages 274 and 280.